Hello, hello, hello. I'm having some difficulties logging in. I had to go out and log in again. If you couldn't find the room, my apologies. Good day, good day, good day. I am outside watering the grass, so if you hear some stuff, that's water. Hope everybody is doing well. Um, very, very, very intense day. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? How's everybody holding up today? What's going on? Speak to me. Is it intense? Is it hard? Um, You feeling the shift? What are you feeling? What are you going through? If you want to come up, let's dialogue today so we can kind of help each other out and go through it. It's real heavy. So I know those of you in the community, um, you received what we did yesterday. I still haven't decided if it's going to be released to the public yet. Intense. Yes, it's a huge, intense shift today. Um, Mine started yesterday. Very, very, very emotional. Very heavy. Um, but I know that God is doing something and He's moving where we wouldn't be feeling this. So I really don't have much on my in my notes for today because this is a real time shift. This is a real time attack for some of us. This is a real time. Um, Amen. He said, enemy trying but not receiving it. Some people are receiving a real time intense shift. It's emotional. Some people, like Maria said, he's trying, but it's not that heavy, and she's able to block it off. Anybody else? How are you doing today? Um, July is literally Christmas in July, and we are so close. And the enemy wants to thwart that. The enemy wants you to feel like you're nowhere near it. The enemy is pulling out all the stops. He is scrambling. But what I will say is there is a shift. There is a shift. I heard a word today that said that many people there's a counterfeit going on in your life. And usually when we think of counterfeit, we think of counterfeit for spouses. But there's counterfeit everything. Money, if you were to collaborate with the wrong person. Saw two dead babies here. I thought that would be bad, but it meant I'm healing emotionally. I'm well, feeling tired, but I know there are things that I can't go with me. God has something better. Yeah, there's a lot of cutting right now. There's a lot of removal, but we got to be careful because when we enter into a season of removal and cutting, the enemy tries to slip things in there that's supposed to go with us, but we don't know. And the word that I got today was it's a burden. There's a heavy burden on being released from the enemy to people because he's trying to slip things in that does not belong. That's that he knows God is cutting. He's doing surgical. He's surgically removing things, and with that, what the enemy is trying to do is add people, places, and things that are supposed to go with you in there, so that you would get caught up. And what God said is that has created a burden to a lot of us. That is creating a heaviness where you're just like, God, I don't understand. Like literally, how many of you have said, I don't understand? I know just be real. Being real is how you get the Holy Spirit to move. Transparency is what brings the anointing. I've asked and said, God, I don't understand. I don't know what's happening right now, but I trust you, and that's it. I don't understand. I don't know what is happening. This doesn't feel like it's my life. It feels like it's out of sorts. It feels like it's a lie, but I'm living it. And what she said was, she said that the enemy has brought counterfeit burdens and God is removing them Himself. All we have to do is trust Him. What does trust mean in Hebrew? It means rely. You have to trust that it's going to be okay. You have to, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Trust in Hebrew. Because that's the word. Trust me. It's simple. Remember, I told you we're not getting profound, deep, thought out instructions right now. It is simple. Be love and I'll be the rest. That's hard because I want to fight. I want to throw down. I want to get on my knees and tear down the heavens. I want to send all kind of things, and I can't. Trust means allegiance, being allegiance with God, loyalty, belief. It means safety. assurance. So she said, just be safe in him. Know that you're safe. Know that things are going to work out for your good. But we don't know. Our concern is we don't know what the good is. Our concern is we don't know what we're supposed to do. Our concern is we don't know how it's going to work. Don't worry about that. And I'm in the same boat today. I'm in the same boat with you. Don't worry about how, when, that's our biggest thing is we want to know when it's going to happen. The other biggest thing is how, when, what's going to happen. How are you going to do it? How are you going to break it down? How are you going to remove the burden? We don't concentrate on that. Just concentrate on day by day, step by step, moment by moment that I'm trusting you. If that's all you can muster up today is I'm trust you. I'm trusting you, God. I'm going to rely on you, God. I'm going to have assurance in you, God. I'm going to believe in you, God. I'm going to have confidence in you, God. I'm going to find safety in you, God. I'm going to be defended by you, God. Those are just the definitions of the word trust in Hebrew. Okay? Now let me try the Aramaic. Let me know if this is helping you because that's a simple instruction. Just trust me. If you told your child we're crossing the street, kind of like Frogger back in the day, we're crossing the street, trust me, what are you expecting them to do? Hold your hand, move when you say move, stop when you say stop. Let's make this crystal clear. Let's break this down. Okay? Move when I move. Come with me because right about now, and this is where we all are. If you move out of sync, out of sort, Frogger, our child is dead. You're going to get run over. If you are understanding what I'm saying, the severity of trusting right now, okay? If you are understanding the severity of just trusting him right now, I need you to drop a one in the chat. I want every time you think of something negative, every time you think of something that could go wrong, every time the enemy shows you the opposite or you see the opposite, the funds aren't there, the husband or the wife is acting a plum fool, the child keeps getting hurt, the finance, whatever. Every time you see that, I want you to pull out and say, I trust God. I trust you, God. That's a lie. I trust you and I'm not afraid of you. I trust you. I'm not afraid of you. I trust you, God. I trust you. I don't care how many times you got to say it. The more you say it, the more the enemy has to back up. So, let's see. So, in Aramaic, is this right? No, that's not right. Here we go. Oh, wow. Okay, you guys. This is different. And this is a real time revelation. So, get your pens ready. What is the Aramaic meaning of truth? In Aramaic, the word truth is shahara, which means to be tightly bound together. It is like strands of fabric tightly bound with each other from a rope. Come on, come on now. I don't know if that hit y'all spirit, but that hit me. I have to be tightly wound like a rope with not the threefold cord, but you can put the threefold cord in there. But I have to be tightly bound, okay, together. That's what trust means. That's what truth means. Okay. Let me see if there's another one. And how does that help you with where you are right now, this moment? I'm bound to God. I'm bound to the truth of God. I am tightly bound together with God. He can't leave me, and He can't leave me here. That's how you have to talk. Okay. He cannot leave me because I'm bound to Him tightly. It didn't say just loosely, it said to be tightly bound together. Let me see if there's another one. Hold on. If this is helping you, just let me know. Let me know if this is helping you because we're all in the same boat. Okay. We are all experiencing very intense warfare and trying the enemy is trying to dismantle what God has built, what God is doing. He's trying to stop it. He does not want it to come forth. And he's doing a daggone good job. I'm one that gives props. I give props when props are due. He's doing a dang good job. He's got some of us emotional. He's got some of us in a frenzy. He's got some of us, if you would be honest, and anxious, scared, and it's okay. okay. Acknowledge them. I'm not saying don't acknowledge those feelings. I never say that. Feelings are real. Emotions are real. They're telling you something. Acknowledge them. Just don't stay there. Acknowledge them. Accept them. Just don't live there. Don't be all sad all day. Don't let the burden, like I woke up and I had the burden on me. And I said, God, I went to the courts, got some of it off. I did my visualization, dropped it at his feet, got most of it off. But then I was just like, I'm still wearing it. I can feel it. Why am I still wearing this? Why won't this come off of me? I know when something's on me and I'm not moving until I get it off. So I'm going to do something else. And I did 2 or 3 other things and got it off of me. I've given you guys ample tools. Okay. I've given you ample tools. If one partially gets it off, like if you feel better and you go to his feet and drop it at his feet, okay, you're not done. Then you go and you script. If that doesn't work, okay, then you go and you decree. That doesn't work, then you go and you sing. That doesn't work, you go and you worship. You just keep going down the line because all of them are going to chip away at what is burdening you. Do you hear me? Um, yes, and today there are 3 sevens again. A 7, 14 is double sevens in the seventh month. And of course, the year adds up to 7. So there's actually 4. So today is the 7th, today's the 14th, and then the end of the year is 2023. There goes a dark feather. There goes another dark feather. My angels are still fighting on my behalf. You got to keep looking at your signs, right? You got to keep your signs in your face. You got to stay. This is steadfast. This is what steadfast looks like, okay? And you're right. So today is 7 month, 14th day. That's 21 right there. And then 2023 adds up to 7. That's 28. So let's see what 28 means. Hold on one second. Let me move because I feel like that's loud. All right. So let's see what 28 means. So we have, let me take a picture of what trust means. Where'd it go? So trust is to be tightly bound together. Okay. Tightly bound together. That's trust. Let's do 28. So one says positive affirmations should permeate your life. That's one. Uh, let's see what this one says. Holy Spirit, lead me to the right one that we all need to hear as a collective. Amplifies power and influence. Um, sign of encouragement from God, your angel team. God, your angel, Holy Spirit. You have all the tools necessary to manifest whatever it is that you desire. All it takes is faith and perseverance. Your angels want you to know that they're here to support and guide you on this journey, allowing yourself to be open to receive their guidance. Now, let me go to, that's just the world. I go to all because they all have something to say. Now I'm going to go to Hebrew. My whole phone just went dark all of a sudden, doesn't want me to look it up. Literally, it just went real dark. And then, oh, shoot. No, that's not it. Hmm. It does not want to come up. Let me try this. And my phone, I can barely see you guys. When I say barely see, my thing is not all the way down. It's all the way up. It just literally just went real dark. And it doesn't need to be charged. So it means 28 literally means my father took knowledge. Okay? Literally, my father took knowledge. Um, let's see what else. And see, here goes the counterfeit again. 28 also means the concubine of um, Abraham, right? There's another counterfeit. Um, So counterfeits are really prevalent right now. Something that is bothering you, something that is plaguing you, something that is burdening you, it's a counterfeit. My Father knows. So basically, today, I need you to know that God knows everything that you're going through right now. He knows. And we already know that. So this is straight up confirmation, you guys. This is straight. My Father knows. My Father took knowledge. Straight up confirmation on what I just said. I said, God said, this is a burden and it's not from me. God said, I'm removing things. Yes, I'm removing people. Yes, but some of the things that the enemy is trying to slip in there is not me. So trust me. All we have to do, and I'm talking to myself and everybody in here, all we have to do is trust him that what is being removed will be removed, and what is not supposed to be removed, what is not supposed to be a burden will not be a burden. Okay? Simple instructions. Trust me, rely on him. All day today, I think what we need to write, and I can't write because I will write, but I can't write right now with you guys. Um, what's it called? Because I'm watering the grass. I'm out physically watering the grass, which is just Clubhouse. I don't have anything else. And this will be deleted and uploaded on YouTube if you need to. But I think what we need to do collectively is write, I trust. Exactly. I trust my God. My dad knows what's going on. He's not oblivious. Sometimes we need to know that God even knows what's happening right now in our life. Sometimes we need to be made aware that God is like, you think I didn't know this? And what's been holding me is because mine is like a Pharaoh situation again. And I've been here before. And God will be like, go again. No, go again. No, go again. No, go again as many times. And things will start happening to the person or the people that keep saying no. And their heart is hardened. And God is like, I did that. I hardened their heart. I harden their hearts so that I can get the glory. I harden their heart so that I can show out on your behalf. I harden the hearts of people around you. I made it tough. I made it hard. I made it to where you had to toil. I made it to where your funds got tight. I made it to where your spouse is tripping. I made it. I did that. I need you to hear me. God did this. Wherever we all are, God did this. And he did this so that he could get the glory. But he also did it because he needs you to learn discernment. He needs our discernment to go up. Why does it need to go up? It needs to go up so that we all understand counterfeit. Too many of us allow counterfeits to enter into our home, enter into our lives. And then by the time we look up, the counterfeit then jacked our entire world up, which is all of us right now. Okay? The counterfeit jacked your a job that you stayed too long. He told you to leave in January. You just left in February in June. A relationship, if you're not married, he told you that's not the one, and you're still planning a wedding. Finances, he told you I want you to do this, and you did partial and complete obedience. Are you following me? Discernment. We allowed this because we did not see or catch the counterfeit early enough. And what God is trying to help us to see is, I need you to be on your game. I allowed this so that the next time the enemy does this, because there will be a next time, because this is my second time being in a counterfeit situation. And I'm not talking about a mate. I need you guys to get out of just mate. I'm not talking about a mate. I'm talking counterfeit situation, whatever, collaboration, relationship, money. You took money, and God said that all money is not good money, all that. I need you to understand that what he's doing is, I need you to trust me because I'm stepping in. This is not part of your puzzle. This is not part of your life. This is not supposed to be your life. And many of you know that. I know that. I say that every morning. This is not my life. My house is supposed to be different. My car is in my car. I love my car, but it's supposed to be different. My finances are supposed to, this is not my life. I want my life. Where is the life that I'm supposed to have that you promised me? That's what I ask God all the time. This is a counterfeit world. This is not my life. This is not my life. I know this is not my life. I need your help, Lord. I need your help now. I need your help to put me back on the ancient timeline if I've shifted in little areas that this is not my life. And that's where all of us are right now. Okay? So someone said, switched it up and started to praise him with song, it helps a lot. Yes. Um, is this ringing home true to everyone? I just need to know that this is helping somebody. This is helping you understand where we are right now. This is helping you understand that the things that the enemy is doing on the earth, he's trying to move us from our set place. He's trying to separate set things. He's trying to hinder set things. Like your wealth should have been here. We know that. He's trying to hinder it. He's trying to hinder your growth. He's trying to hinder things that are in your destiny, but we allowed it. He's trying to hinder things that God said last year would have manifested. God told you. God promised you. And the enemy is coming in real strong because he doesn't want it to happen. And these are counterfeit. And the instructions for the counterfeit, thank you for letting me know that this is helping you. The instructions for where we are right now, this moment, on July 17th, I'm so ahead, July 14th, 2023, which is 4/7. That's a lot of completion, okay? That says something. Yesterday was the beginning of the when I told you he said he was going to start doing something, and I feel it. I see it. The shift. It was the beginning of the shift, and we're now in the middle of the shift. And I think the shift is only 2 or 3 days: today, yesterday, and possibly tomorrow. It just depends on how we handle today. So in the comments, or you can come up, let me know how you're going to handle today. What are you doing for today? What are you doing for today? That's the question on the table. What are you doing for today? Let me know. Raise your hand. Um, Drop it in the chat. Let me know. Can't really see if anybody has their hand up. Um, and I'm trying to see if I can see the chat. Sorry, but when I tell you my phone just went dark on me, um, I'm going to write and say the phrase, I trust Yahweh. Okay. And as you write that, if he shifts you, shift with him. Don't be too stagnant, or I mean, don't be too rigid, like I'm only going to do this. If he says, I trust him in my finances, write that. If you by accident write something, continue writing it until he shifts you. But don't just use the word trust. Get the definition in the Hebrew word. Get the definition I just told you guys, where it means. Let me pull it up again. I took a screenshot so I wouldn't lose it. Trust in Aramaic is to tightly bound together. I am tightly bound together with God on today. And let him reveal what that looks like. And show me what that looks like, being tightly bound with you. I trust you so much that I am tightly bound with you. That and what I just saw, and many of you may have saw it too, is when we were little and we did that three-legged race. And we're first, when we try to walk, we're falling because we don't realize, wait a minute, our two legs need to coincide. We need this to match. I need to trust you and you need to trust me, right? That's what just popped in my head. I saw it clear as day. That is tightly bound with God right now. That is tightly bound with God. That every move he makes, we're right there with him. Every move he tells us to make, he's right there with us. Okay? So when you write, I want you also to envision that. You and God tightly bound together at the ankles, at the feet, at whatever. I think it was the ankles. Okay? And to the point where whatever he says, do, and I want you to do it immediately. That was something I got 2 days ago. They said that usually we'll get a word, we'll get a message, and we'll be like, oh, let me go brush my teeth first. God will be like, go outside and just go stand there. And then we'll get a message, go outside. And instead of going immediately, we do something. Oh, let me finish cooking lunch for the kids. Oh, let me finish doing this. You missed the moment. To be tightly bound with him means to move exactly when he moves, when he says it, how he says it, and immediately. Okay? That's another thing that needs to be done today. Move when he says move. Do what he says do. And don't be afraid. Remove any fear. Okay? And if you were in fear at some point because something didn't come to pass today, something didn't transpire, and then it finally did, Go back and say, God, I repent for even fretting because you were just an hour later. You came an hour later. Go back and say, you know what, God, I am so sorry that I flipped out when you showed up. It's a faith walk. It's a blind walk for a reason. He's not going to show us every step, and I know that's hard, you guys. I know that. Okay, he's not going to show us every step, but I promise you, the moment you say, "Okay, God, I'm tightly bound with you," what's the next step? He will show you, or he'll just say, "I told you. Trust me." Every time I ask him, God, are you sure I'm doing it right? He's like, "I told you, be love." Ask him again a couple weeks later. I told you, be love. He has not changed it, not once. Not once in about 2 months. I told you, be love, and that's it. And I'm like, well, is it doing anything? I'm not sure. And he's like, don't worry about that. I told you a set of instructions, just do that. And when it gets harder, I have to pull on him harder. I gotta close myself throughout the day in love to make sure I'm loved all day, every moment of every day. Okay? I'm tightly bound to God today. Exactly. So let me see if I can read this. Because when I tell you this phone, continuing what I've been doing the past couple of days, I'm gonna script and change the narrative to every false thought that enters my mind. Love it. I'm continuing to worship with which leads me to travailing and scripting. Love it. Anybody else? I'm going into prayer when led. Been praying R.I.P. the heavens open, rip the heavens open and come down. All right. Um, Scripting. I trust God. I'm going to write and say the phrase I trust Yahweh. Perfect. So we have our assignment. And I want you to be delusional with it. If your hand isn't hurting, it should be hurting. My hand is hurting from just 2 days ago. Every time I pick up the pen, my hand probably screams at me like, no. Um, and I don't think I've ever experienced that. I mean, even in school when we had to write, my pinky is literally on fire. And I'm like, where does that come from? But I'm pressing and I'm still writing. And I'm going to use that as a marker. When he says keep going, like I do 10-minute increments or 15-minute increments, to keep going, to keep pressing, to keep my mind stayed in a certain place. It's not to change the circumstances, you guys. It's not what we're doing. You're not scripting to change it. I do like revise. Revise is basically the enemy comes in and says you're broken. You're like, nope, I'm wealthy. Yes, perfect. But you're not changing the scenario because it's not you, it's God. We are not the author to change. Yes, we are gods with a little g on this earth. And we do have the ability to change certain things when God gives you that power and that ability. Okay. But what we're doing is we're keeping our mind stayed on Him so He can have His perfect work in whatever He needs to do. So that we don't have any doubt. We don't have any imagination that comes in from the enemy that's trying to stop us from doing and receiving. That's what's happening. Okay. That's what you're doing right now. It's just keeping you, because a lot of people have inboxed me. It's like, but I don't know if it's working. It's scripting doesn't. Scripting is the law of assumption. So if you want to look that up, look it up. That's what scripting is. It's basically the law of assumption. You're assuming. Right now, you assume that everything works out for your bad. Right now, you assume that nothing works out. You assume the money's not going to make it in time. You assume you're going to lose your house. You assume the spouse is not going to work out. You assume the negative. You assume it's too good to be true because it's too good to be true for whatever reason. And that's the law of assumption. You're assuming the opposite. And what I'm trying to teach you is assume the better or assume the good so that it works out in your favor. That's it. My phone is gonna die soon, even though it's been on charge. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. It's been one thing after another, you guys. Just stay prayed up, stay in a good space. Um, know that the enemy would not be coming after you this hard. I mean, it's been tight. All of June was rough. May, middle of May was rough. July is supposed to be and will be, and I'm speaking it and decreeing that it's Christmas in July, and it started out kind of rocky. Some people have received some things to give them reprieve. Some people haven't received any. Okay, but this is that month, and you get what you believe. So does anybody else have anything? I don't really have much. That's all I wanted to just come on and encourage you and help you understand where you are, what's going on, um, what God is doing in our lives, and clearly to give you guys a little bit more insight. Um, today's 7777, and I don't think I've seen anybody even talk about it. That's a powerful day. And what did I say 728 means? My Father knows. When you as a parent, as I close, since nobody has anything, when you as a parent know that your child is hurting, what do? You do everything you can to protect them. That's when you step in. If there's a bully and your son or daughter is doing their best, their dangest to do good and not fight, or they step up and they say something. But if they ever jump them, if they ever put their hands on them and your son came home or your daughter came home with a black eye, that's when you step in, right? Where do you think we are? God knows you're hurting. God knows your heart. You've cried, especially if you've shed tears. If you've cried over this counterfeit, if you've cried, drop a one in the chat because then I'm talking to you. If you have not cried, if you have not cried and I'm not talking to you, this is a very, 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 drop a one in the chat. If this situation has brought you to tears, I need you to drop a one in the chat. Okay. I'm talking to you. When a child cries, mommy, school is horrible, versus mom, I have some friends that are bothering me. What you gonna do? Girl, suck it up. Girl, not suck it up, but girl, here's some pointers. Do this, do that, right? We give them pointers to see if they can handle it. We don't just jump in because then you're gonna be a crutch. You don't want to do that. Me and my best friend are not hanging out. We're not talking. Okay, well, give her some space. Give her some space. Then they come back, mommy, she's got all the girls in school after me. Okay, now you're crossing the line because now you're hurting my baby girl. You see the difference? We just got a word that God knows. You think your God knows that you are hurting, that the enemy is hurting you so bad and he's not going to do nothing now? He's always known, but he told us that I know. He said my father took knowledge. I told you 3 weeks ago we had a vision. If you were in that room, I don't know what room it was, but if somebody knows, drop it, drop the YouTube link for them so they can see it. I think it was a 7-day turnaround in July, the beginning of July or the beginning of June. I don't remember now. But now that he knows and he's telling us he knows, oh, he's about to step out and do something. I told you that he gave me the word last week that he is pushing it into the physical. He is pushing our blessing into the physical. We just got to wait. We just got to be patient, okay? So, anybody have anything? I'm done. I'm going to let you guys go. Go script. Let's pull out our Ancient of Days card, our Ancient of Chariots card, please. And let's send our angels. The link up above for the all fast, real quick. The all fast is up there. I could have swore I put it up there. Wow. Okay, let's try this again. Sorry about the I had to come in the car so I can see because I cannot see. Hold on one second. Okay, let's drive me. If you are interested in joining the off fast, I need you to sign up here. Okay, you will not get a link from the off fast any other way. We are going to email it, but if you miss that and you miss the deadline, and if you're not on this, when we send out information about the off fast, you will not get it. Okay, what is the off fast? For those of you who don't know, the off fast is definitely a time of gathering under the high holy days. Okay, there are 4 high holy days, 5 high holy days off the top of my head. There's 2 in the spring and 3 in the fall, something like that. I may be missing one, so don't quote me. The high holy days are days where you have access to God in another way. You've never had access to him like this. I can promise you this, okay? I can promise you you've never had access to God in this way. Because when you meet God during the high holy days, it totally transforms your experience in your world. So the all fast is 50 plus days. I haven't checked to confirm that, but usually it's about that. And you get a private community in the app. We all come together every morning, whatever time he says, usually between 3 and 5 Central Time, and we pray, we meditate, we do challenges, and we come away with a blueprint. This is something you don't want to miss. Sign up to get more information. That's all you have to do is sign up. You will get detailed information on what the High Holy Day is, how to observe it, because I'm a big fan of don't just do it just because, do it because you know why. Do it because you understand what's happening, okay? Do it because you understand. If you just join out of FOMO, I can tell, everybody can tell, and you will be exposed. Okay. So, what I want you to understand is once you sign up here, you will get the invitation. The invitation is highly, highly sensitive, time sensitive. Once you respond, then you will get the rest of the information. So it's kind of a vetting system. I send it to you. The owner's going to send it to you. You sign up, you read the instructions, and then you're going to get the invitation. And then from the invitation, you register. And then from there, we start on the 18th of August. Boom. So if you're interested, you can sign up there. So was trying to type pushing in my phone, type Kashino. Looking into the meaning now as I was typing, he is Kashino. Can you help? Kashino name meaning is expertise, perfect, serious. Kashina is a boy girl name. The numerology number for Kashina is 7, another 7. Let's see if I see anything different. So when I typed in Kushino, I got pictures, and then when I put in meaning, I came up Japanese, and it changed it to Kushina, and it means goddess of marriage, love, childbirth, child rearing. Let me change it back to an O and see what I get. It is Japanese. It means comb, meaning plains. It means field. It means rustic in Japanese. Civilian life, field. Um, to check its roots, you can use the website. Using the site, you can check the root Japanese last name. Ooh, let's see if that works. It gave me a website to go check. Let me see if this works. And I'm pretty sure it's for somebody. I am pretty sure. Oh, it's in straight Japanese. I can't even read that. Oh, wow. Like, literally sent me to a full-on Japanese site. Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay, so let me go back out. It's a surname. Oh, it also means long time, old, long cherished. Oh, so the meaning of the name in Japanese changes according to what just happened? Hold on, let's try this again. According to the choice of kanji characters. Even surnames with the same reading have different meanings depending on how the kanji characters are applied. So it means comb, a tool used for to comb your hair, neatly arranged, of course, refers to the way teeth of a comb are arranged, means field, plain, wilderness. Wild refers to the natural state. Oh my God, all these pop ups. Wild refers to the natural state of the environment. Open refers to the wide open spaces. Unpretentious refers to the simplicity and lack of ornamentation. Natural refers to the untouched state of the environment. Area refers to the geographical area. Uninhibited refers to the lack of human presence. And countryside refers to the rural areas. So those are a couple of things to be accustomed to become familiar, to pierce through, to penetrate or pass through something. Um, let's see, let me try Hebrew, if it's a word. Okay, Kushan came up, and it means a region of Arabia. Let's see if there's anything else. Okay, nothing there. Just a person. Let's try etymology. Okay. I wonder why it keeps changing it to Kashina. Beautiful black stone, character of 9. Okay. That's all I was able to find. I don't know if any of that spoke to you. Um, the name of the direction to go to the south to teach the arts of martial arts, a person who rules a country, a person who governs a country, means skewer, spit, to become accustomed to become familiar with something through repeated exposure, to pierce through, to penetrate. Yeah, those are the ones I just read. Um, yeah, I mean, any of those, whatever hits your spirit is absolutely, that's what that was for. That's what that example, I mean, that mistake was for you in that sense. Um, Anybody else have anything? Any questions, any comments? Remember, if you see an airplane, it still means it's on its way. Butterflies, dragonflies, turtles. I mean, we have so many right track signs. When you see them, I don't care how down and out, how frustrated you are. I don't care where you stand. Just look and say, thank you, that is done. That's it. Thank you, that is done. I told you I had seen a message a week ago about white butterflies, and I never saw it. I was like, there ain't even a white butterfly in the emoji section. Um, I was like, what? Okay, I don't know, God, I'm gonna just leave it to you. She said it could be in your digital world, in your physical world. There's a physical white butterfly. And she said, when you see it, your blessings are 24 to 48 hours away. I said, okay. I saw it Wednesday, and then I saw it, wait, what's today? Friday. I saw it Wednesday, and I saw it yesterday, or I saw it Tuesday and Wednesday. And all hell has broken loose in my life. And that's the misconstrued thing that we have. Okay. When your blessings are ripped and torn from the veil of heaven, it causes resistance as it's coming to you, you guys. And I'm talking to myself and I'm talking to you. If you saw a white butterfly, I put this out there yesterday or 2 days ago. If your right track sign, if you said, if I see a black butterfly, a blue monarch, if I see a dragonfly, it means you have to assign your own. I'm just giving you what I got. Oh, wow, it followed me. I'm just giving you what I got. And if you accepted mine, then yours is exactly what I said. 24 hours, you're going to have a blessing. But all hell breaks loose because it has to rip through the sky. It has to rip through the heavens. It has to be torn. And what you have to do in that instance as it's being torn is trust. He told you, I told you, if you see a white butterfly, all hell is going to break loose. So that's why this morning when I woke up very heavy, I was just like, nah, this got to go. You got to take this off me because I'm going to miss my blessing, because I'm going to be in a funk. I'm going to be upset. It's too heavy. So I had to do what I know to do to remove it so that I could be in position, because it said 24 to 48 hours. So I saw it. I'm going to tell you exactly the day I saw it. I think I saved her post. I got it a week ago, and it took a week for it to come into my reality, right? Because sometimes it takes that time. Then, let's see. Oh, my phone is tripping, you guys. It does not want me to do this. Then where's the lady with the blue? There she goes. Lady with the blue, one day ago. So Thursday, yesterday, I saw a lady. Never in my life have I seen a white butterfly. White hearts all day long. Diona does white hearts. White butterfly? No. Okay? So whatever you assign to it on top of what I assign to it, that's what it is. That's what it's going to be. Okay? But you got to assign, and you got to remember, what is my right track sign? I said turtle. I ran to a huge turtle, and that meant reconcile for me in my life. But I released that to you. You make it fit how it fits. If you need something reconciled, there's your answer. So, God, if I see a turtle, you're reconciling my daughter and I's relationship, my sister and I's relationship. Do you follow me? It's not what I say, it's what resonates with you. Maria, she put her 2 weeks in. If I see a white butterfly, that means my job is around the corner. So if she sees a white butterfly, then she needs to know that that butterfly entered into her reality because her job is around the corner. Now, was that specific enough? No, because that was just an example. That means my job is coming today. That's what I would say. You see what I'm saying? Make it work for you. But I spoke on it yesterday because it said a day ago. That was the lady with the blue shirt, and I spoke on it Wednesday. And that's because those are the first two times I seen a small one when I was watering the grass in the evening, and then I seen the lady in the white shirt, and I haven't seen one since. So that's for me 24 to 48 hours, which I am within the 24 from Wednesday to Thursday, and the 48 hours from Thursday to Friday and Saturday. So basically about 72 hours. So I'm expecting a change this weekend, okay? Because it took a week. The original girl, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna give you the exact date because she's in here too. Her page actually has a butterfly on it. I'm gonna tell you the date because I just need you guys to understand how sometimes it does take a while for these things to manifest. We just gotta wait. I forgot all about the freaking white butterfly. So I was like, wait a minute, I saw a white butterfly. Then I had to remember what it meant because I forgot because it had been a couple of days, if not a week. And then when I saw it, I was just like, oh my God, I saw a white butterfly. This is what it means. Where's she at? Hold on, I'm still scrolling. I'm still scrolling. Okay, maybe it's not in that saved. Is this making sense for you guys that are still here? Is this helping you out? Helping you understand what God needs you to know about the right track sign. And I've done videos on it. I have. And maybe I need to do a webinar because many of you kind of get lost in the right track sign, and that's not what it's for. And you don't go looking for it. Don't go expecting to see it. Let it come. Here it goes. Her message was 4 days ago. God, it felt like a week. So, okay. So 4 days ago, one, two, three, four. That was Monday. I saw a white butterfly Wednesday in real life, and I saw a white butterfly Thursday. And her message says, once you see it, I mean in the next 24 hours to 48 hours, at the latest a week, she said everything will turn around. Okay? It was a prophecy. So, all right, you guys, have an amazing day. I'm gonna let you guys go. It's 11:50. Got to get out of here. I look forward to hearing some breakthroughs, seeing what's happening in you guys' life. Thank you for joining me as always. If you haven't signed up for the All Fest, please do. Oh, we got to do our Ancient of Days. Let's do that real quick. I'm outside, so I can't do music. So let me do it for about a minute. Let me set the minute timer. It's better than nothing. Ready? Go. All right, you guys. I did 2 minutes. Let's see. Hope you sent it where it needed to go, um, to destroy and annihilate. Remember, they're staying there. So, if anything, you're sending them and you're asking them to finish the assignment. That's it. Finish the assignment. All right, you guys have an amazing day. This room will not be on here. I'm going to delete it and put it on YouTube. So if you need anything in here, you can find it on YouTube under some I am Somalia or Somalia Brown or Somalia Brown. Um, if you need anything from me, any resource cards, any questions, any comments, data assistant, and she'll let you know exactly how you can. Don't forget, I do have my daily declarations that are directly emailed to you. You can also ask her for that and get signed up for that to be sent to you, where you say them daily and they literally disrupt your entire world in a good way so that God can move on your behalf. There's a couple things. Just ask for my newsletter and she'll send you the link and you can comb through and see.